welcome to Acting Up with G. That's me. My name is Georgia Grant Anderson, and welcome to being on Holby City. Where to start? Oh my gosh, Holby City. I played the part of Katie Winter in an episode.
Katie Winter, 17, in with her dad a few weeks ago, tight chest and irregular breathing.
Oh my gosh, Holby City. That was like a lifetime ago. How long ago was that? That was a while ago. So yeah, I went to my audition for Holby City. I got a email from my agent to say, you know, you've got an audition for Holby City. I was like, okay, cool, no problem, whatever. Because, you know, you just don't know if you're gonna get it. It's just like, okay, got an audition, cool, whatever. Let me go, get out of the way, done. So I was like, cool, whatever. Went to audition. It was in Elstree in Broughamwood in actual Holby City Studios where it's filmed. I went there and, you know, had like Holby City on the door. It was like looking all legit and everything. I was like, well, this is a bit exciting. And I remember it was quite a nice day there. I was just like wearing a skirt, a top, like feeling kind of like quite cool, laid back. I knew my lines and everything, sweet. I met the director and the producer and casting director. So that was Michael Lacey, Liz Stoll and Elisa Macaulay. I met those lovely people. I went to the audition now. You know, they asked me like, hi, your name, blah, blah, blah. We had like a nice conversation. And because my character had a really quite a sad and meaningful storyline. It was about like her popping pills, like taking drugs and stuff, which were obviously really bad for your health. You know, they asked me, you know, do you even know people who do things like this? And she had such a strained relationship with her dad and everything. And it was like a lot of inner turmoil that I had to show and present. And, you know, beforehand I did my research, I knew what my character was going through, and I kind of related it back to somebody that I knew in secondary school who kind of went through these troubles as well, you know, with like parents, because the girl I knew was like in a foster home and stuff. So they asked me about that and I was like, yeah, I know a girl a bit like KD, and I kind of thought about how she was in school and how sometimes difficult it was for her. And I know at times she was kind of, I wouldn't say bullied, but she was a little bit picked on sometimes because maybe, of course, like her hygiene wasn't the best because she was in such vile situations, like in big things, like not even half of that I don't know, but we were friends for a bit, like towards the end of secondary school, and she did tell me some things, so I kind of thought back to that. And why I say friends for a bit is like I have like 3 friends from secondary school currently, like it just happens. You just kind of lose contact and stuff. So yeah, whatever. I mean, I have everybody on Facebook, you know, but yeah. Anyway, I had my audition, you know, said my lines, did my thing, got into character, and, you know, I left the audition, I was feeling really confident. Like, usually I leave auditions and I'm like, you know, whatever, if it went alright, even if it went good, I'm just like, sure. But this one I actually felt quite confident. I like felt very laid back because they made me feel so peaceful, like not in a weird way, because sometimes, you know, you'll get in there and you'll kind of psych up yourself like, oh my gosh, but they really made me feel like, you know, we had a conversation, I did my script, I did my lines, you know, they gave me direction and stuff, and I adjusted my acting to their direction and stuff, and it felt good, you know. So I left quite feeling confident and I went about my life. Then I'd say a couple days later I was at work and I saw a missed call from my agent. I was like, okay, hello. And she was like, hi Georgia. I was like, hey. She was like, I got some great news for you. You booked Holby City. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Have you done? Have you done? And I was like, what? Holby City? You know, that comes on BBC One, 7 o'clock. Like, Holby? Like, everybody knows the Holby? That Holby? It's like, yeah, the one you just went to an audition to. I'm like, what? So So yeah, I booked Holby City and I was over the moon. So, you know, I went home, I told my mum and dad, I was like, yeah, the other day, you know, I went to a hospital and, you know, I got some good news today from the doctors and I booked Holby City. Like, it was really stupid. I can't remember what I said, but it was something stupid. And they was like, ah! Literally, that was acting. So yeah, I was over the moon. It was such a good time. I think that was my first like proper job, like on set job, because you know beforehand I did commercials that I vaguely appeared in, and I did Enterprise, and in Enterprise it was like a very small role, you know, quick thing. Holby was like a whole episode that like my character was genuinely in, and we hear about her story as the episode progresses. So it was like a real like, and in Holby City Studios I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, every day I would commute to Elstree and Borehamwood. I really can't remember how long it took. I think maybe a couple of weeks perhaps. I went there every day. I did like my dress fitting, my costume fitting and stuff, and well, by costume, not even costume fitting, what was it? It was to do, because I have like a heart open surgery, like a heart surgery thing, so they had to like get my skin tone and stuff to build the open bit. I'll show you a picture of like the open, them doing inside me and stuff. So they had done all that on the first day when I went there, took like my dress sizes and stuff, because although it's funny because I'm like underneath, in the majority of it I'm in a gown, but I think I do my first appearance I am genuinely wearing like outside cadge clothes. So yeah, I had a dress fitting for that and things like that. Yeah, and like I had a whole dressing room to myself. It's my dressing room. Okay, what? Oh, my wardrobe. So cool. And it said my name on it. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but like if you know me, you would know this. But like when I see my name on things, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like end credits. I love end credits just because it says my name on it. Like when I see I feel like, oh, this is official. Like this has my name on it. Like my name. That's me, like my whole identity. Forget the face. That's my name. Do you know how big that is? You know, that's my identity. So yeah, it had my name on the door and I was like, me? I'm so silly. So yeah, I went in there and I was like, oh my gosh, it felt so surreal, and the people there were so nice. The crew, behind the scenes, makeup and costume, everybody was just like, you know, hi, you're right. They were so friendly, so nice. So yeah, so I did that, and also they had like EastEnders, and I'm like a nerd. I'm a nerd for EastEnders. I love EastEnders, okay? Don't judge. But I love EastEnders. And like EastEnders is filmed in the same studios. So I kept walking past like every day, hoping to see maybe like Phil or Sharon or like just anybody, Linda or Mick. Oh my gosh. If I saw Mick, I'd be like, oh my God, Danny Dyer. So I was walking past there every day, like just trying to like, Denise? Vincent, you know, trying to see if I could see anybody there, but I didn't see anybody from EastEnders. But yeah, so meeting the cast was surreal, because of course you see these people like growing up, you see it on TV, because my mum used to watch Holby City, so you know, you obviously see these people. So I met like Alex Walkinshaw, Belinda, Owusu, they were like in majority of the scenes with me. Like my scenes were the majority of my scenes were with them. So I spoke to them. They're such nice people. We really got on. It was really nice, very professional, and you know, in a way, it's like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing here with these guys, you know? But then the reality is, you know, I worked hard. And I was right for the casting, I guess. You know what I mean? I worked hard and I did this. I earned it, you know. I think sometimes as an actor, it's very hard for you to say to yourself, no, don't think like, even though they might be better or like, you know, more trained, more experienced, but you know, you earned it as well. Like, you worked hard to get here, so don't take that away from yourself. That's what I have to keep telling myself, you know. So yeah, I worked hard and I earned it. So I was there with them. They were really cool, so brilliant actors, like really professional, very kind and stuff. So it was nice. It was really nice. We had some really good scenes together. My iconic fainting scene, you know, that one my boyfriend really loves. Yeah, they were just brilliant. It was awesome to work alongside them, and I'm so thankful to have done that. So yeah, so like being in a fake, even though it was a fake hospital, it felt so real. Like everything around me felt real. Do you know what I mean? Like it was like a real hospital. There's got fake sweat everywhere. I'm hooked up. You know, it was what a set. So being in the wardrobe and just being in bed and having the tubes on me, like it genuinely made me feel sick. I tell you no lie, like in that scene, I was beginning to feel sick because it was like I've never actually been in hospital, thank God. I've never actually been in hospital for like a long time, or like I haven't been admitted to hospital like ever, thank God, praise God. Do you know what I mean? So to be in that situation, even though you know it's fake, but you still want to get into like that is real, because you want to make sure that your portrayal is brilliant, so as truthful as possible, as natural as possible. So I'm telling myself it's real, it feels real, this is making me sick, do you know what I mean? And I just feel like ugh. So especially in the bed scenes, I was just like starting to feel really sick. So I think it worked quite well because I actually felt sick. And then being Katie was a challenge that I really enjoyed. It was a challenge, it was a new challenge, because Katie was going through some stuff, man. She was being kind of bullied. There was a lot of peer pressure there. She was having issues with her dad, like her living situation. She was having issues with pills, like she was popping pills through peer pressure. She wasn't taking medication that she should have been. Like she was going through a lot, do you know what I mean? So I really wanted it to show in my face the way I'm talking and stuff. So I kind of just tried to put myself in that situation where this would happen. You know, I had the director, Michael Lacey, he had told me to come and look at the scene. I watched myself in the scene where I was having the surgery, and he said, put yourself in that situation and look at that. And he said, you got something? I said, yeah, I got something. And he said, hold it and use it in the after the surgery scenes. So that's what I did. I watched myself and it looks so real. It's like, oh my gosh, somebody's opening me up. And he's like, yeah, but remember what put you in that situation. I'm like, okay. So I'm harnessing these feelings, these thoughts in my brain. Then I go to the next scene and I let it out. Like I'm just like, yeah, I feel it. Yeah, this is what I'm going through. And I feel like if I was meant to do it again, I would do it better, because I feel like I would have gone that extra mile. You know, I have people in my family that aren't in the most fittest state I could talk to, or even if I just went to the hospital, like, and actually spoke to someone who's going through that, or like, you know what I mean, just to kind of put myself really in that situation so I could do a better portrayal, and watching myself again on that screen and really watching myself, and then going to the bed and getting myself in that state, that mindset where I'm sick. I feel like I would now do a better job, do you know what I mean? But you know, it's all an experience. I'm proud of myself for what I have done, but looking back, watching it back as well, I can see where I would have done things better, you know? I feel like majority of the scenes, I do hold quite a lot of eye contact, and as Katie, I feel like she would look away a bit more. Like she's ashamed, she's going through so much, and you know, half the things she's saying is lies, so she's like more in rather than let let me look at you and believe me. Do you know what I mean? So I would change things like that, you know, maybe even add like a nervous scratch every now and again, like nothing too obvious, just like something that you could kind of, you don't really notice until you proper like look at it. Do you see what I'm saying? So, you know, add a few things. But, you know, that's all a part of being an actor, isn't it? It's like, it's a proper journey. You watch where you started, you watch how you were, and then you can just progress on it. So, like, now, in certain scenes and stuff, I'm looking for things. Like, I watch myself back. I'm critical about myself. I will write down things, like, what needs to be improved. Because that's what it is, isn't it? Like, I want to get better. I don't want to stay. I'm like, no, I don't want to stay there. I need to grow. In everything I do, I need to grow. And in order for me to do that, I need to accept what I have done. I need to accept the bits where I could have done better. And then I need to put that into action and develop on my thinking, my ways, everything. I need to develop. You know what I mean? It's all about growth. So, yeah, it was such an awesome time on Holby, guys, like seriously. And, you know, you probably could still find it online somewhere, maybe. The episode is this episode. You can probably still find it online, but yeah, I'm gonna post I'm sure I've posted a few bits and bobs, so yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that on being on Holby City. If you have any questions for me at all, please leave it in the comments section. Hit me up in my DMs, G_Alice on Instagram, or if you would like to like this video, please like it, because why not? Share this video around, even if it didn't benefit you, it might benefit somebody else. And last of all, please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and turn on my post notifications, because I'm coming at you every Monday with something new, something fresh, and something actory. Thank you guys so much for watching. All is appreciated. See you later.